7 Ways to Cope with Work from Home Burnout. Workplace burnout isn't a medical condition or disease, but it is widely recognized by psychologists and the medical community as a phenomenon that can very seriously affect our health and well-being. The World Health Organization, WHO, defines burnout as a syndrome resulting from chronic workplace stress, characterized by feelings of energy depletion or exhaustion, increased mental distance from one's job, feelings of negativism or cynicism related to one's job, and reduced professional efficacy. More subtle symptoms can include cynicism or being overly critical about work, trouble getting started with work tasks and feeling like you have to drag yourself to the home office area, impatience with co-workers, customers, or clients, lack of energy to be consistently productive, difficulty concentrating, no satisfaction from achievements, disillusionment about your job, using food, drugs, or alcohol to feel better or numb out, changed sleep habits, unexplained headaches, digestive problems, or other physical issues. Recognizing the signs of burnout is the first step to addressing it. 7 Ways to Help with Work from Home Malaise. Note: if your symptoms do feel like burnout and are significantly impacting your functioning and happiness, it's best to let a loved one know and seek help from a behavioral health provider. Burnout can impact your productivity, but when it is more severe and chronic, it may be associated with depression, spiritual crisis, and suicidal ideation. If your symptoms are milder and you're finding yourself in an unmotivated work from home funk, there are steps you can take to come to the table, or couch or kitchen island or wherever you work, in a more focused and motivated frame of mind every day. Here's where to start. 1. Outsource what you can. If you have the money, hire the dog walker again, keep the grocery delivery coming, figure out daycare and babysitting options, enlist more tutors, get house cleaners, or hire a personal trainer who encourages you to exercise outside. Not only does it help other workers at a time of extreme economic insecurity, but outsourcing also frees up your work time in a serious way. Just because you're home doesn't mean you have to do it all. Taking on too much because you feel obligated is the path to burnout. Whatever combination of work or household tasks is adding up to too much. Your time is finite. Stop trying to get more done in the same few hours. 2. Go back to phone calls. There's no doubt COVID-19 has ushered in a new era of video calls and teleconferencing. Months in, this era can be summed up in 2 words: Zoom fatigue. While these tools can help with social isolation, they can be exhausting because people feel they have to be on the whole time. Unlike an in-person meeting, when you can have moments of zoning out, most people feel the need to be very focused and present on a video call, and that means no micro-rest attention breaks. Also, even the minor delays caused by the online connection for videos make our brains work slightly harder than they would in person to process what's happening and respond. If you're finding that you feel depleted after a day of Zoom, Google Meet, Skype, and other video meetings, we suggest going retro and asking for phone calls instead. 3. Define your work and non-work boundaries. Whether the lines you previously delineated around work and non-work have blurred or you never drew them in the first place, these boundaries deserve some thought and attention. Are you sticking to them? Are they helping you be productive and happy? Are they wearing you out? In either case, we suggest finding new ways to freshen up the strategy. Maybe it's as easy as changing everyone's workspace to different locations, or starting a new habit, like having lunch together, being diligent about taking a lunch break every day, or creating a commute time that's on a consistent schedule. Setting boundaries can be challenging. It can be helpful to get support from a trusted friend, therapist, or mentor. 4. Try the 90-20th rule. Work with a focus for 90 minutes, then take a 20-minute break. The key to this method is to really stick to the task at hand for 90 minutes. And then take an honest-to-goodness no social media, no email 20-minute break. Perhaps you'll walk the dog, without checking your phone en route, do a mindfulness meditation exercise, fix yourself a nourishing snack, or have a conversation with a roommate or family member. The point is to feel refreshed when you come back for that next 90-minute session. It might take some time to find what rest and refresh mean for you, but play around with it. 5. Find a job that works for you, or find the work that works for you within your job. Many factors contribute to burnout, but working in a field that is out of alignment with your values and goals can definitely be a big one. Maybe you're working in a field you don't find fulfilling. Maybe the office culture isn't supportive. Ask yourself, would a job change help? Would it help to shift some of the responsibilities you have in your current job? Strategies that don't address the roots of your work burnout will be successful only in the short term. They can be helpful as a reset, but you want to prevent that burnout from creeping back in. Talk with a manager about being taken off a stressful project or added to a project you find exciting. Take some time to learn different professional skills you've wanted to try. Be realistic, it's not always an option to walk away from a job or change a job even if it's not working, and stressor will come with any role, but every step toward a position you're passionate about will help. Exploring the contributing factors to your burnout in a current or previous role can help you determine the type of work you really want to be doing. 6. Take time off. In our old normal, vacation days often meant travel, sometimes multiple times throughout the year. The point of vacation is not to get some Instagram-worthy pics or do something fabulous, it's to get a complete break that gives you a larger reset. Just because you're home and can work 24/7 doesn't mean you shouldn't take a whole week off where you can disconnect from work and reacquaint yourself with other interests and hobbies. Or try scheduling vacation days throughout the month instead of saving them up for a larger block of time. However you use the time, use it wisely. No meetings, no answering emails, and no last-minute projects that cut into your time off. Following these rules helps establish the structure and better boundaries that our virtual office walls too often lack. 7. Double down on self-care practices. There are many ways to care for yourself, and some of the things you found energizing or rewarding before, homemade lunch, a midday HIIT workout, may be draining now. Change it up. Self-care routines aren't meant to be set in stone. How you nourish yourself and feel supported is a work in progress. Try swapping a high-intensity workout for a more restorative type of movement, like yin yoga or tai chi. Try virtual dance lessons or start listening to inspiring TED Talks as you do housework. Even just taking a different walking route outside on your break can be refreshing. It helps to think of self-care as play and adventure, rather than just recuperation. You're not a robot. Just do one thing today that makes you feel healthier, and then keep that going.